Hello, my name is Brad Kramer and I'm the owner of Pervenio Consulting. Today I want to take a few minutes and talk about the OSHA 300 log. If you own a business and if you have more than 10 employees, you're required to have this OSHA 300 log posted where pretty much any employee can see it. It might be the break room, an entryway, or another office location where pretty much everybody's going to be going by it on a daily basis. You don't want to keep it tucked away in, for example, the plant manager's office or anywhere else. And this document has to be posted from February 1st to the end of April. So you want to make sure you post it in there, and you can also make changes to it as needs arise. So I'm going to share my screen here and pull up what the OSHA log looks like. So there's three parts to an OSHA 300 log. The first one, this one here, you don't have to post. This is where you're going to put more specific information for every injury. And actually, not only do you not have to post it, you really shouldn't. It has employees' names on it, type of injuries, and stuff like that. So again, you don't want to post this, but it should be filled out every time anybody in your company has any type of recordable injury. So a recordable injury is going to be if let's say a medical professional says they either have to take the day off, so lost days, or if they give them restrictions, so saying they can only lift 20 pounds or something like that. So that would be a restriction or lost time. Also, if they say prescribed medication, prescription medication, medical procedures such as giving stitches, putting them in a cast or a brace or anything like that that's going to be considered medical treatment. I'm not going to get into the details here too much because what is and isn't a recordable, that's going to be a lot longer topic than I can cover in a quick video here. But anyway, so if you have anybody that has a recordable injury, this should go on this list right here. And this information here, if you get the actual spreadsheet from OSHA, it's going to cross-reference over here. So whatever you put in over here for these numbers is going to automatically jump over here. So at the beginning of the year when you post this, you want to make sure everything here is correct, but that autofills from the 300 log. All right, so this is called the 300A log. So when OSHA says, have you posted your 300 log, or somebody asks about it, this is the document they're referring to. This is the one that needs to be posted in that break room or anywhere else that employees find it. Then you'll have to go through and actually fill this all out for your facility. Make sure you don't forget about the year up here, kind of hidden away in the corner. Get this all filled out and either have your SIC or your NAICS code to enter in here. And you'll have to do a little bit of math here to figure out your annual average employees and total hours worked for all employees last year. And a company executive should be signing down here. So that might be owner, president, CEO, at least a plant manager. All right. This shouldn't be like the safety manager signing off on it. This should be somebody that's higher up in an executive position. Okay. So this should be signed and posted. And if there's any changes to this, let's say, for example, we go back to the OSHA 300 log and let's look at John Doe. So on December 1st of last year, these names are all fictitious, obviously. John injured himself lifting 50-pound boxes. He got bursitis, right? So let's say at the very end of December or going into January, February, he went back to the doctor. The doctor gave him more days of restrictions, right? So we would actually go over here to where this is posted out in the break room, and we'd take a pencil and we would scratch out the 3 or whatever number was increased, and we would write it in there by pencil or pen, correcting it. All right, that's perfectly acceptable. And it's expected that if you have any updates to those restrictions, how many days restrictions or days away from work or anything like that happen, or let's say somebody had maybe they had an injury in December, they didn't report it, they didn't go to the doctor until January or February, you might have to add that on here. All right, so perfectly acceptable to add stuff in by pencil or pen, scratching stuff out, making changes to it. And then at the end of April, you can take this down, but you do want to save it. All right, file it away somewhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be the paper copy that you kept out. You can scan it, but just make sure you're saving that OSHA 300 log going forward. This here is the OSHA 301 form. So the 301 form, you may use this one, but you don't have to. If your work comp forms that you're going to have employees fill out when they have an injury, or that HR fills out, if it has all this information in it, you don't specifically have to use the OSHA 301. It's a good form. It's there for you to use. But every injury that you have that would be considered recordable should be having a correlating form like this filled out. So again, whether it's a 301, a work comp log, anything like that that has all this comprehensive information, needs to be saved for every recordable injury. Obviously, this should not be posted. We don't want to put this anywhere where other employees have access to it. There are some other people that have access to it, but they should be requesting it. We shouldn't be taking this form and putting it out in the break room anywhere. Obviously, if we look at it, there's sensitive information on it, their home address, their social security number, their birth date. And we want to be really especially cautious if we have injuries. For example, if an employee had a potential needle stick, right? If they were exposed to hepatitis or HIV or something like that, we want to protect that very carefully. So this should not be getting out into where other employees can see it. So OSHA 300 log, if it's not already posted by now, this should be posted for any business that has more than 10 employees. So if you haven't already, go to the OSHA website, download this, or email me, and I'm happy to send you a copy of one as well. But get this posted out there for all the employees to see from February through April. All right, at some point I'll be doing another podcast here for talking about KPIs, key performance indicators, and how to log these injuries so we can track them for good information. But for right now, I'm just covering the OSHA 300 log and the bare minimum of what goes into maintaining this. Any questions, like always, feel free to reach out to me, Brad, at provanioconsulting.com, or message me right here on the social media site. Thank you very much and have a great day.